Hello, everyone. Jackie Edwards here. So wonderful to be back. Now, if you are used to joining me live every day, you'll have noticed that for the last, oh God, at least 3 weeks, probably a little bit longer, I have not been coming on live every day. And that is because I've been feeling slightly overwhelmed. So that's what I want to talk about today because I know often dropping into overwhelm, dropping into stress, dropping into anxiety, it's normal. It can happen all the time. And we can tend to feel like beat ourselves up about it because we're taught that, everything, we should try to be making everything easy. Everything should be like flowy. We should be happy and joyful all the time. And, we should be doing all of these things and it shouldn't be so hard for us. And, really, we've got really good lives. So why can't we just do the things that we should be doing? And honestly, I go through all of those feelings. And they're so fucking common. And I think they're major things that are holding us back. Like all of these thoughts, it's basically like social and cultural conditioning to believe that we should be able to do everything all the time, that we should be perfect, we should be living like these Instagram perfect lives, that we should be able to handle everything. And honestly, why? Why should we? Why shouldn't we feel overwhelmed sometimes? Like, there is a lot going on in all of our lives, all of the time. Even in my life, I live a pretty freaking chill life. Like, seriously, I have an amazing life. I have a beautiful farm. I have beautiful helpers on my farm. I have beautiful helpers in my life. I've got a beautiful assistant. I have a wonderful husband that loves to help me and take care of me. I I just have an amazing life. I've got a great income without having to work. I have everything. But yet I still feel overwhelmed and stressed and anxious sometimes. I still have crappy, grumpy neighbors. I still have times where things go wrong. I still have things that overwhelm me. And I think by acknowledging that, it's a lot easier to kind of move through those feelings. So instead of telling myself I shouldn't feel overwhelmed, I shouldn't feel stressed out, I shouldn't feel anxious, I should just have it all together. When I tell myself those things, I get even more overwhelmed, even more anxious, and even more stressed out. Versus when I'm feeling, when I start to feel that little bit of overwhelm, stress, and anxiety, I can tell myself it's okay. Of course I feel that way. Of course, brain, you're worried about these things. Because my brain is just trying to keep me safe. When I tell myself those things, I can immediately feel a little bit calmer. When I say, yes, of course, brain, of course you get upset when your neighbors send you these shitty comments. Who wouldn't? Of course you get upset. Then I can take a deep breath and say, okay, how can I take care of myself? And that's one of the reasons that I haven't been coming on live, is because I've been taking care of myself. And it's not just because of neighbors and all that stuff. There's just been a lot going on. So we bought a house in the US by where my parents live and where I grew up. And we've just been there refurbishing it. We've had workmen there. I've got interesting things going on in some of my family relationships and just a lot going on. And I decided, instead of thinking, well, I should be coming live every day, I should be taking better care of myself, I should be whatever, I thought, you know what, the best way to take care of myself is to just relax, is to just take some time off, is to just actually look at all of these shoulds that I'm telling myself and realize, who says that I have to do these things? Where's that should coming from? Like, I should be better. I should be able to handle all of this. Maybe I can't. Who says I should? Maybe I don't have to. Maybe I can just say, okay, brain, let's just fucking take a break. Let's just do what we can do. and not worry about everything else, not worry about saving the world, not worry about taking care of everybody else. And I let go of quite a lot of things over the past few weeks. Not only was I not coming on here live every week, I was, not doing quite a lot of the stuff that I had on my list of things to do. I pretty much just threw my list of things to do out the window. And I just focused on what can I do today that's moving me forward, moving me into alignment, that's giving me the results that I really want right now. And just taking it day by day by day. Instead of being like, here's my massive list of all the things I decided, 6 months ago that I should be doing. And, here's all the things that the society tells me I should be doing based on, I'm 41 years old now and I should be a better daughter and I should be a better granddaughter and I should be visiting all these people. And these are the things I should do when I go visit my hometown. But I should still be also taking care of my farm. And here's what's happening there. And I should be, able to handle all these things. And, I've still got that to-do list that I made up 6 months ago when I was having a really awesome day and I thought I would be able to do all of these things in this month. And yeah, fuck it. I can decide today. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to not do the things on your to-do list. It's okay to want something different, to have different relationships, for things to look different. And it's okay to struggle to get to that point. And it's okay to feel bad and feel guilty about those things, because of course you're going to. Because that's how we've been taught to feel. We've been taught to feel that we shouldn't quit. Quitters never win. And we've been taught to think we're lazy if we don't do all the things on our list, or if we want to take things on our list, or if we change our mind and no longer want to do those things or accomplish those things. Like, we're quitting. We're lazy. We should still want to do those things. We should just finish those before we move on to the next thing. But who says? Who the fuck cares? What's the fucking difference? So next time you're feeling overwhelmed, just fucking stop and see, what do I actually want to be doing? Does this really matter right now? Is this in alignment with who I am right now? Just because I decided I wanted to do this 6 months ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, do I still need to be doing this? Does it still matter? Is it still important to me? Is it still in alignment with who I am right now? Because we change over time. Just because we decided on a career when we were 18 years old or 20 years old, whatever it was, doesn't mean we still have to have that same career now. Just because we have certain relationships with people doesn't mean those relationships always have to be the same, that they can't ever change. Especially those relationships with family. It's so interesting because I live in England, but I grew up and all my family is in the US. It's so interesting going back there and finding and kind of like feeling that war within myself, going back between internet problems today. Our internet's off and my 4G isn't working. But going between, this is who I was when I was growing up, living in, my small town in the US, versus this is who I've grown into now. So when I go back to my hometown, I feel like that pulling of, I should be this person that I used to be. I should be, the daughter, the granddaughter, the sister, that woman, that girl that I used to be, instead of the woman that I am now. And what fits in alignment with my life now. And seeing the kind of like the duality or the difference between all of those people that are inside of me. And feeling that kind of guilt and that shame for being different, for wanting to be different, for growing, for changing my mind. And realizing, of course I do. Of course I feel that way. And it's totally okay. It's totally okay to change. It's totally okay to want to be the same. It's totally okay wherever I want to be. But let's have a think of this and figure out where we're actually going to be in our lives. What is in alignment with who I am now and where I'm going to in the future. And just taking some fucking time to relax and not worry about it and not do all the things. So, if you are feeling overwhelmed, anxious, stressed, sometimes it's okay to just say fuck it and stop doing all the things. You're not a quitter, you're not lazy, you're not whatever. Just fucking take a break and it's all going to be okay. And really take some time, if you want to, and if you've got the space, to think, what am I in alignment with now? Am I moving towards alignment? and how can I better support myself? And that's where you will be able to find your true path. All right, that is it for today. I will come back with more amazing videos going forward now that I'm back. I'm settled in on my farm and I've kind of worked through myself and where I'm at. And I'm feeling in alignment with everything that I want to talk about. I'm going to share some awesome stuff that I've been doing over the past few weeks when I haven't been coming live. All of the mind work I've been doing to just bring myself up and some other super awesome stuff. So thank you all so much for liking and commenting on my posts over the last couple of weeks when I haven't been coming live. I absolutely adore all of your comments and they make me feel just so loved, so amazing. And I can see each and every one of your comments is helping the other people that are reading my posts, that are reading those comments. Even if they're not sharing it, even if there's no likes or replies to your comments, they are making a difference. You are making a difference just by being here, by showing up, and by sharing your thoughts and feelings. And I appreciate you, every single one of you. Every single day I wake up and I see likes and hearts and comments on my posts, and I just realize, oh my God, there is so much beauty out in that world, and I feel so connected and so much love. And that is amazing in today's world where everything is based on divisiveness. And I feel like the media and the governments are there to pull us apart, to kind of polarize us. When I see you all showing up, I feel that connection and that love. And I think that is where the world changes, is when we can connect together instead of spreading apart and looking at the differences. Let's look at all the ways that we're the same, where we can hold love, where we can hold connection, and where we can understand our differences. So of course we have different thoughts and different beliefs based on how we were brought up, what we were taught. And the more I can love myself and understand the thoughts and beliefs I have, the more I can be open to understanding who everyone else is. And thinking, yes, of course they believe differently than me. That's what they've been taught. But if we can all love each other and understand our differences, honestly, those differences start to disappear. And it's fucking amazing. And it's fucking mind-blowing. And I will talk about that more in the future because my internet's bad. I need to go figure out what's going on. And I'm probably going to get cut off soon. So have a wonderful day. And I will see you again tomorrow.